What's up, ninjas? It is time to test your might for audit procedures. Aren't you excited? Okay, the auditor's overall response to address the assessed risks of material misstatement at the financial statement level may include all of the following, except, so which one of these options is not correct? Emphasizing to the audit team the need to maintain professional skepticism in gathering and evaluating audit evidence. Well, yeah, we would do that. Examining inventory accounts. Well, that's at the financial statement level, so we probably would not do that. Assigning more experienced staff or those with specialized skills, such as a specialist, we would do that. Incorporating an additional element of unpredictability to keep the client on their toes. Oh wait, it doesn't say that. So the overall response is to the addressed risks of material misstatement at the financial statement level would be to emphasize to the audit team that they need to maintain professional skepticism, hiring more experienced staff, more supervision, being unpredictable in your procedures, and making changes to the nature, timing, and extent of audit procedures. So all of those are correct. So examining inventory accounts, that does not fit. Which of the following courses of action is the most appropriate if an auditor concludes there is a high risk? So which is most appropriate if there is a high risk of material misstatement? Use smaller rather than larger sample sizes? No, we wouldn't do that. You would want larger sample sizes. Perform substantive tests as of an interim date? No, we would want them closer to the balance sheet date. Select more effective substantive tests? Yes. Increase the test of controls? No, we wouldn't do that because we've already decided that we cannot rely on the controls as much, because if we could rely on the controls as much, then we could do less substantive testing. So that doesn't work. So if there's a high risk of material misstatement, they expand the substantive testing. And you can pause and read that if you would like. So that's the answer. We would select more effective substantive tests. Which of the following is an important consideration when deciding the nature of tests to use in an audit? Tests of details typically provide a low level of assurance. Analytical procedures are an inefficient means of obtaining assurance. The procedures to be applied are a matter of the auditor's professional judgment. That sounds pretty good. The use of tests of control should be considered without regard to the level of assurance required. Well, professional judgment involves applying your training, knowledge, experience within the context provided by the relevant professional and technical standards. And so the other choices are not true. Tests of controls. So it says tests of details typically provide a low level of assurance. That's not true because tests of details typically provide a high level of assurance. The option was analytical procedures are an inefficient means of obtaining assurance. That's not true. They are an efficient means. And the level of assurance required should be considered when using the test of control. So the one that is correct is the procedures to be applied on an engagement are a matter of the auditor's professional judgment. So we worked 3 Ninja MCQ. If you would like more, well, you can save 15% using the coupon code MIGHT. And as always, you can get them at another71.com. I hope you have found this helpful. Thank you for watching.